Are you interested in and are looking for a computer case? You can check out the SilverStone computer case model Kublai KL07E. This comes directly from SilverStoneTech.com. Now, their logo might be a snowflake, and I'm not going to make a joke about that or anything, but I just noticed that. It's the KL07E. It is a personal computer. They call it a chassis, but it's a computer case. You could also call it a computer case. I'm not a language Nazi or anything, you know what I'm saying? They claim it's high quality. It is designed for ATX motherboards. It's a tower type of computer chassis case. It has sound dampening material for noise absorption. It includes a power supply unit and drive bay cover, a front mounted universal serial bus type C port. It has cable routing design in the backside. It does have a motherboard backplate opening for, they claim, quick central processing unit cooler assembly. There are the number 3 140 millimeter fans that are included. And it does support video graphics cards up to 388 millimeters, also known as 15.3 inches. We can look at some fotografías muy rápido. They're not that exciting, but hey, it's a computer case chassis, you know. There is the cable management. Okay. I'm not going to show you that many photographs. And then there is one of the integrated computer case fans that's included. Okay, I'm going to skip down. It only comes in black, you know. I'm going to skip down to product specifications. The long model number is actually SST-KL07B-E, and then for the black case, but I think it only comes in black. Material: the front panel is made out of plastic. There is a steel body, and the board is made out of asphalt. Now, did they pour that asphalt? You know, get it? You know, they had to pour it in on a sunny day. And okay. Motherboard: it's an ATX up to 12 inches by 11 inches. Micro ATX. It does support micro ATX motherboards. Hence the term micro, they're smaller. There is no external drive bay. There is, looks like 3.5 inch internal drive bays and 2.5 inch internal drive bays. Now 2.5 inch are the size of the older school laptop hard drives. Did you know that? You can actually install, as long as it's a SATA, as long as it has the SATA connectors, you can install laptop hard drives into a desktop computer chassis because they actually use the same connectors, even the power. Cooling system: the front has 3 120 by or 140 millimeter fan slot. There is one intake fan included. The rear supports one 120 or 140 millimeter fan slot. There is one 140 millimeter exhaust fan included. Top supports two 120 or 140 millimeter fan slots. It does support radiator cooling. The front, the rear, the top. The front supports anywhere from 120 millimeter up to 360 millimeter. The rear 120 or 140, and top 120 to 240 millimeter. The limitation of the central processing unit cooler. I know I'm wearing these goggles, but it's a long story. It's actually this monitor. I moved it 170 millimeters. I moved this monitor, and I also have this light on. It could be the light. It affects my eyes. It bothers my eyes. And they start to, so I found these, and I thought, well, maybe it's the light from the monitor, and they do actually help, but I need to find a better solution than that. Expansion slot. 7 expansion slots, less than 3 minutes. Limitation of expansion card, length 388 millimeters, width 172 millimeters. Power supply, optional power supply 2, otherwise known as ATX. Limitation of power supply 190 millimeters. Input-output ports. On the front, there is 2 Universal Serial Bus 3.0 ports, 1 Universal Serial Bus Type-C port, 1 audio port. I'm not sure if that's duplex. Input output, I'm not sure, but it has a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, 1 microphone jack. I'm assuming that's external, so you could connect an external microphone. The dimension, they only have it in millimeters. It weighs approximately 53 liters, 222 millimeter by 510 millimeter by 467 millimeter. The net weight is 9.23 kilograms. It does support Kensington locks. There may be a Kensington slot somewhere on it. Maybe on the back. Maybe. Normally that's with laptops. Even to this day, a lot of laptop computers have a Kensington lock slot. Here's some images of the dimensions. You can download a manual. There is a product sheet, and there's some high resolution photographs. Now these are upsells. I'm not going to go over the upsells. Here's an image of magnetized dust filter. High drive support. Hard drive support. I already went over that. This is redundant. Redundant information. Here is the fans and the radiator type and the sizes that it does support and the location where the fans are installed. It supports ATX and micro ATX motherboards. I went over most of this. Asphalt sound dampening material. Well, how long did it take them to pour the asphalt? I don't think it's the same type of asphalt, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm just waiting. I'm transparent. I always record at least 8-minute videos so that I can fully monetize this content. Here's an image of the covers. I believe, I don't know if they all come off, but they show that they do, like, at least 2 come off. And there might be a rear cover. Well, there could be a front cover too that may come off. They didn't really mention. They didn't mention if the covers are easy to come off. They didn't mention if they're screwed down or anything like that. That is this video pertaining to this SilverStone computer case model KL07E, but it is named Kublai. Kublai. Adios.